All right, y'all, I'm back with the end of the year coming up. I've decided to dedicate the next few pieces of content into things that I've learned as an entrepreneur, not only in the last 20 years, but also this year, coming out of the pandemic, living in the pandemic a little bit, inflation issues, and all sorts of nonsense. And so I thought I'll summarize a lot of the things that I've learned organically this year and experienced over the last whatever year. So today's topic talks about how to stay motivated as an entrepreneur. And motivation is something that you can't learn in school. Watching other people will give you some inspiration, but motivation inherently comes back from here because you're going to get tested, you're going to face challenges, you're going to deal with so much adversity, not just from the outside world and not just from your family and friends and loved ones, but also yourself. This imposter syndrome that comes up. It plagues all of us entrepreneurs. And so here's, 5 ways that I try to manage it. Number one, set very specific and achievable goals. You know your capacity, you know your hustle, you know the true strengths. And so being really honest with yourself and being able to put down goals that you can actually achieve is really important. Because when we have these micro wins is when our mind helps us beat the imposter, because every time the imposter comes up and says, I don't know if you're going to do this, SB, you say, I did it yesterday. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I did it last week. But the way to beat the system is to make sure you have real achievable goals that you know you can do. And it doesn't mean playing small. It just means having a better reality along with all the other stuff we tell ourselves. And then celebrate the wins, man. Even if it's a glass of wine to end off the week, hitting your favorite gym or spa, getting that massage. I don't know if you're a shopaholic like me, grabbing something that makes you feel good. Whatever you got to do, celebrate wins as often as possible, which anchors the previous statement of achieving goals. Surround yourself with supportive and positive people. This is harder than ever before because we're so disconnected. We're so social. We'll consume each other's content more than actually being in front of us, each other. And so try to find once a week, once every couple of weeks, that one friend that you can invite out for dinner, lunch, breakfast, whatever, and spend some time in front of another person and share that emotion. It's really important. The other thing I started to do is really start to think about how to put breaks into my day. And now I've scheduled my days where I know every few hours I'm going to take a creative break or a mental break. And whether it's napping in the office and letting my brain to, heal, or doing something totally different, like making music or shooting this vlog or whatever my creative, outlet is. But the way to avoid burnout every single day is try to bake into your calendar a little bit of time to take you away from the things that you have to do. It doesn't have to be long. It's not hours and hours of distraction, but it has to be enough where it lets you recharge a little bit. And the last one, if you're journaling, if you meditate, however you sort of reconcile your purpose. But it's really important to remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing. This is not a job. You're not buying a paycheck. You fundamentally started a business because the world needs something that you can offer. Something is broken in the world that you can fix. And that is a privilege. That is a responsibility. And there's a ton of risk that comes with it. You're part of the percentage of people that have decided to take the weight of the world on you to do something, live your dream and manifest, your purpose. So remember that, write that down, and as often as possible, revisit it so that you at your core are connected to why you're doing what you're doing and the pains you're willing to go through. So anyhow, if any of this resonates, leave me a comment. If you want to chat, you need a space, you need somebody to listen to you, you can always DM.